Big changes don't always require dramatic shifts. In fact, it's the small daily habits that bring the biggest transformations over time. When I started Alibaba, we were just 18 people in a small apartment. We didn't have the resources or connections that big companies had, but through small, consistent actions, we built something extraordinary. The same principle applies to personal growth. It's not about making huge leaps, but about managing, but about the little things you do every day. One small habit today can completely transform your tomorrow. Incorporating simple, healthy habits into your routine, like reading or writing, can significantly impact your mindset and productivity. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with time, these small actions accumulate. One day you'll wake up and realize how far you've come. You don't need to make massive changes all at once. Instead, focus on small steps that you repeat consistently. Small habits are like planting seeds. You may not see the results immediately, but eventually those seeds grow into something much bigger. Just as a tree doesn't grow overnight, personal and professional success stems from regular small efforts. The problem most people face is underestimating the power of small actions. They believe that only drastic changes can lead to big results. But it's the opposite. It's the early, consistent actions that create lasting change. So, where do you begin? Start with just one habit. Add it to your daily routine, and soon you'll see how these small efforts can lead to significant changes. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Begin now with whatever you have. The power of transformation lies in the consistency of your small actions. Exercise has always helped me stay focused and resilient during tough times. However, nourishing the mind is just as important. It's not enough to work hard, you need to fuel your creativity and strategic thinking. This can be achieved through learning new skills, reading, or even practicing meditation. By taking care of both your body and mind, you build a sustainable foundation for success. I often say that challenges are inevitable, but when your body is strong and your mind is sharp, you're better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Take a moment to evaluate your daily routine. Are you giving your body the movement it needs? Is your mind being challenged with fresh ideas and learning? Striking a balance between the two is vital. When they're in sync, you become unstoppable. Gratitude might seem simple, but its impact is profound. Focusing on the positive aspects of life shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Early in my career, I faced numerous rejections and failures. However, I learned that instead of dwelling on what I lacked, focusing on what I was grateful for changed everything. It gave me the strength to move forward, even when success felt out of reach. Gratitude isn't just about the big wins, it's about appreciating the small victories, daily progress, and even the lessons from failure. Cultivating this habit transforms your perspective. In our fast-paced lives, the importance of rest is often overlooked. But without adequate rest, both your mind and body eventually burn out, limiting your potential. When I started Alibaba, I used to work relentlessly, thinking that putting in more hours would lead to faster progress. I soon realized that rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Since the mind needs downtime to process information, and the body requires recovery to perform at its best. Rest is not laziness, it's about giving your mind space to breathe. Often the best ideas come during moments of quiet reflection. Generosity is a powerful habit that enriches both your life and the lives of others. When you give freely, whether it's time, energy, or resources, you create a cycle of abundance. I've always believed that Alibaba's success wasn't just built on business strategies, but on a culture of giving and care. Lastly, patience is essential for achieving meaningful success. When we started Alibaba, we faced countless setbacks and failures. But I understood that real success takes time. To bring significant change in life, it's essential to practice small habits consistently. Consistency is the secret to turning any small habit into a transformative force. Whether it's exercising, reading, or working on your business, the key is showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. In the early days of Alibaba, success didn't happen overnight. It took years of consistent effort, daily actions and persistence, even when progress felt slow. The real power of consistency lies in its compounding effect. Small efforts repeated over time lead to massive results. It's not about taking big leaps daily, but about making small, steady steps in the right direction. This principle applies to everything from personal growth to business success. If you remain consistent even when motivation fades, you'll eventually see the results. Consistency also builds discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort, but those are the moments when consistency matters the most. It's easy to stay consistent when things are going well, but the real test comes during challenges. The ability to push through tough times and keep going even with small actions is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Another benefit of consistency is that it creates momentum. When you stick to a routine, actions become automatic, requiring less mental effort to maintain. This frees up your energy to focus on more important tasks and bigger challenges. Consistency turns into a habit, and that habit propels you toward your goals with less resistance. So what small step can you take today that, when repeated consistently, can transform your life? For Jack Ma, setting goals isn't just about dreaming big, it's about breaking them down into actionable steps. By doing so, he made Alibaba a global phenomenon, achieving one milestone at a time. He advises that when you set goals, every action you take becomes intentional, leading to more focused and effective outcomes. Jack Massachusetts also emphasizes that goals provide clarity and purpose. Without them, even the busiest person might feel lost. His career is a powerful example of how goals, no matter how ambitious, combined with daily effort, create extraordinary results. Following his guidance, we can understand how clear objectives propel us toward the life we want to build. He has often compared this to building a foundation brick by brick. Each day's effort adds up over time, creating something solid and enduring. Following Jack Massachusetts' teachings, it becomes evident that consistency builds momentum. It's easy to make an effort once, but the real transformation happens when you continue day after day, especially when it's hard. His journey shows that no matter how small the action, if done consistently, it leads to success. Jack Massachusetts is known for his mindset of viewing challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles. Throughout his career, this mindset is what enabled him to turn Alibaba into a global success despite facing numerous setbacks. For Jack Ma, challenges are a necessary part of the process. He advises embracing them, not avoiding them, because they offer valuable lessons. His approach to challenges demonstrates that how you respond to adversity can determine the trajectory of your life. Jack Massachusetts has always been a strong advocate for optimism. He believes that maintaining a positive outlook, even in difficult times, is crucial for long-term success. According to Jack Ma, optimism doesn't mean ignoring problems, but having the confidence that no matter the situation, you will find a solution. He says if you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. Optimism for Jack Massachusetts is an essential force that attracts opportunities. It helps individuals bounce back more quickly from setbacks and face challenges with renewed energy. This mindset has allowed him to stay resilient, even when the odds were against him. His optimism inspired those around him and helped build a culture of positivity within Alibaba. Jack Massachusetts' journey teaches us that optimism is not just a feel-good attitude, but a powerful tool for resilience. It allows you to see the good in every situation, which makes it easier to push forward when times are tough. This perspective is key to achieving long-term success and personal growth. Jack Massachusetts often speaks about the importance of mental resilience and reprogramming your mind for success. He believes that many people limit themselves with negative thoughts and self-doubt. Jack Massachusetts teaches that by changing how we think about ourselves and our potential, we open the door to limitless opportunities. His philosophy is rooted in the idea that success starts from within. Jack Massachusetts advocates for replacing limiting beliefs with positive affirmations and building confidence through action. He emphasizes that once you change your mindset, you begin to see opportunities you previously overlooked. This mental shift is what allowed him to take bold risks and build Alibaba from the ground up, despite the challenges he faced. Following Jack Massachusetts' teachings, it becomes clear that reprogramming your mind is a critical step in achieving your goals. By adopting a mindset of possibility and determination, you align your thoughts with success. This shift in perspective can transform not only your personal achievements, but also the way you approach challenges in life. Now that you've learned these life-changing habits, it's time to take action. Which habit will you start implementing today? Remember, the journey to success begins with small, consistent steps, whether it's reading with purpose, writing down your goals, or practicing gratitude. What's holding you back from starting right now? Share in the comments which habit resonates with you the most and how you plan to incorporate it into your life. Don't forget, these habits are not a one-time fix, they're ongoing practices that will continue to shape your personal growth. So whenever you need a boost of motivation, come back and watch this video again. And if you want more valuable insights, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. You won't want to miss out on the next video. Chase your dreams. They knew that we were committed to their success, and the spirit of generosity helped build strong, lasting relationships that became the foundation of our business. But generosity isn't limited to business, it extends to every area of life. When you give your time to mentor someone or offer help without expecting anything in return, you create connections that leave a lasting impact. This kind of giving not only enriches those around you, but also enhances your own life. When you're willing to give, you gain much more in terms of opportunities and personal growth. So how can you give today? Whether it's helping a colleague, sharing your knowledge, or offering support to someone in need, generosity is a habit that will bring richness to your life. The more you give, the more you receive, not just materially, but in relationships and experiences that truly matter. In today's world of instant gratification, patience is a rare virtue. Yet true success often requires time and perseverance. In the early days of Alibaba, we faced countless setbacks. There were times when success seemed far out of reach, but I understood that real achievement takes time. Patience is not about passively waiting, but about taking consistent action while trusting that the results will come. Patience helps you stay focused on long-term goals, even when short-term results are discouraging. Many people give up when they don't see immediate success, but those who practice patience know that the greatest rewards come to those who persist. Every step you take, no matter how small, lays the foundation for future success. It's a mindset that transforms how you face challenges. When you develop patience, you also build resilience. Challenges are inevitable, but with patience, you learn to see them as part of the process, not as roadblocks. I often reflect on the early years of Alibaba when we were rejected by investors and faced numerous failures. It was patience that kept us going, knowing that each failure was a lesson leading us towards success. Patience also allows you to make better decisions. Rushed decisions often lead to mistakes, but when you give yourself time to think, reflect, and strategize, you make better choices. Taking the time to assess your options before acting often leads to better outcomes. Patience is the key to mastering both short-term challenges and long-term success. So ask yourself, are you willing to wait for what you truly want? Patience isn't easy, but it's essential. By staying consistent and trusting the process, you'll find that success, although it may take time, will eventually come. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It may sound cliche, but it's true. The people around you shape your mindset, influence your behavior, and set the tone for what you believe is possible. When I started Alibaba, I surrounded myself with people who believed in the vision and were committed to making it a reality. Together we challenged each other, grew, and achieved things none of us could have done alone. Your circle matters because it directly impacts your personal growth and success. If you surround yourself with negative or unmotivated people, it will inevitably pull you down. On the other hand, being around ambitious, forward-thinking people inspires you to aim higher. These are the people who will challenge your ideas, push you to grow, and support you when times get tough. They create an environment of growth and success. It's important to be intentional about who you let into your inner circle. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life, but choosing to invest your time and energy in relationships that uplift you and help you become the best version of yourself. Surround yourself with people who encourage your personal development, and you'll naturally find yourself reaching higher levels of success. One of the best decisions I made was to build a team that shared my vision. The early days of Alibaba were uncertain, but the team's dedication and belief in our mission kept us moving forward. We leaned on each other during tough times, and that support system was crucial for our success. It's a reminder that no one achieves greatness alone. So who are you spending your time with? Are they helping you grow or holding you back? If you want to achieve your goals, make sure you're surrounded by the right people, those who will push you to reach your full potential. Doing something once won't change your life, but doing it consistently will. Consistency is the secret to turning small habits into life-changing transformations. Whether it's exercising, reading, or working on your business, the key is to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. In the early days of Alibaba, we didn't achieve success overnight. It took years of persistent effort, daily actions, and the willingness to keep going even when progress seemed slow. The real power of consistency lies in its compounding effect. Small efforts repeated consistently over time lead to massive results. It's not about making huge leaps every day, but about making small, steady steps in the right direction. This principle applies to everything from personal development to business growth. If you stay consistent, even when motivation fades, you'll eventually see the rewards. Consistency also builds discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort, but that's when consistency matters most. It's easy to be consistent when things are going well, but the true test comes when challenges arise. The ability to push through those moments and continue taking action, no matter how small, is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Another benefit of consistency is that it creates momentum. When you build a routine and stick to it, the actions become automatic, requiring less mental effort. This frees up your energy to focus on more important tasks and bigger challenges. Consistency becomes a habit, and that habit propels you toward your goals with less resistance. So what small step can you take today that, if repeated consistently, would transform your life? Success doesn't come from one big action, but from the accumulation of daily efforts. Start small, stay consistent, and watch those small actions lead to massive growth. Challenges are an inevitable part of life, but how you face them makes all the difference. For some, challenges are obstacles that hold them back. For others, they are opportunities for growth. When we started Alibaba, we faced countless challenges: lack of funding, skepticism from others, and even the challenge of introducing new technology in a country where many didn't believe in the internet. But instead of seeing these challenges as setbacks, we saw them as opportunities to innovate and grow stronger. Adopting a mindset where every challenge is a learning experience changes how you approach difficulties. Instead of being discouraged by obstacles, you start seeing them as stepping stones toward your ultimate goal. This shift in perspective empowers you to keep moving forward, no matter how tough things get. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to build resilience and sharpen your problem-solving skills. Challenges also push you out of your comfort zone. It's easy to stay in a safe place where everything is predictable. But real growth happens when you face uncertainty head-on. Every time you overcome a challenge, you expand your limits and gain more confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes next. That's why embracing challenges is so important. Without them, you can't grow into the person you're meant to be. I've seen this time and again at Alibaba. Every major breakthrough came as a result of facing and overcoming challenges, whether it was building trust in e-commerce in China or creating the infrastructure for a global marketplace. Every obstacle helped us grow stronger and more innovative. Challenges are not to be feared, they are opportunities in disguise. So the next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? By embracing challenges, you turn obstacles into opportunities, and that's where true success begins. Having an optimistic attitude doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means believing that no matter what happens, you can find a solution. Optimism is a powerful force that attracts opportunities and helps you bounce back from setbacks more quickly. In the early days of Alibaba, there were many moments where things didn't go as planned, but I always believed that if we kept working hard, things would eventually turn around. That belief, optimism, kept us going when others might have given up. Optimism changes how you see challenges. Instead of viewing them as roadblocks, you see them as opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset allows you to approach problems with creativity and resilience, knowing that a solution is always within reach. When you're optimistic, you're more likely to take risks and try new things because you believe that even if you fail, you can learn from the experience and move forward. But optimism isn't just about thinking positively. It's about taking action with confidence. When you believe that good things will happen, you're more likely to put in the effort needed to make them a reality. This proactive approach often leads to more success as you're constantly looking for ways to improve and make progress, even in the face of adversity. Being optimistic also has a ripple effect on those around you. When you maintain a positive outlook, it inspires others to do the same. At Alibaba, I always tried to foster a culture of optimism, where challenges were seen as temporary and opportunities were viewed as abundant. This created an environment where people felt empowered to take risks and innovate, knowing that failure wasn't the end, but just a step towards success. So how can you cultivate more optimism in your life? Start by focusing on solutions rather than problems and trusting your ability to overcome whatever obstacles come your way. Optimism is a powerful tool that can transform not only your mindset, but also the outcomes you achieve. Often, the biggest obstacle to success isn't external, it's the limitations we place on ourselves. Reprogramming your mind for success means identifying and changing the beliefs that are holding you back. Early in my career, I faced many rejections and failures. There were times when I doubted myself, but I learned that how I viewed those setbacks made all the difference. Instead of seeing them as personal failures, I began to see them as learning experiences that would ultimately lead to success. Changing your mindset is the first step to changing your life. Many people are held back by limiting beliefs, such as thinking they're not smart enough, not capable enough, or that success is reserved for others. These thoughts become self-fulfilling prophecies. But when you start to challenge those beliefs and replace them with empowering thoughts, everything changes. It's like flipping a switch in your mind that opens up new possibilities. One way to reprogram your mind is by practicing positive affirmations and visualizing your success. It may sound simple, but the power of positive thinking is real. When you constantly remind yourself of your capabilities and visualize your goals, you begin to believe in your potential. And that belief drives action. The more you believe in yourself, the more likely you are to take the steps needed to achieve your goals. Reprogramming the mind involves letting go of the fear of failure. Many people are so afraid of failing that they never even try. But failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Every successful person has failed at some point. The key is to learn from those failures and keep moving forward. By reprogramming your mind to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a dead end, you free yourself to take risks and pursue your dreams. So how do you view your own potential? Are your thoughts helping or hindering you? By reprogramming your mind for success, you open yourself up to new opportunities and unlock the confidence to pursue them. Failure is not the end, it's part of the journey. The most successful people in the world have faced countless failures before achieving their goals. I've experienced many failures in my life, from being rejected by jobs to failing in business. Even when we started Alibaba, there were many moments of doubt and setbacks. But each failure taught us valuable lessons that helped us grow stronger and more resilient. The key to success is learning how to embrace failure. Instead of fearing it, see it as an opportunity to learn and improve. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to figuring out what works. This shift in mindset is what makes all the difference. When you stop fearing failure, you free yourself to take risks and try new things, knowing that even if you stumble, you'll come out stronger on the other side. Failure also builds resilience. Every setback strengthens your ability to handle adversity. It's like building muscle. The more challenges you face, the stronger you become. Early in my career, I was rejected by 30 companies, including KFC. But those rejections didn't stop me. They taught me perseverance. And that perseverance led to the success of Alibaba. The truth is, failure is inevitable when you push yourself to achieve big goals. No one succeeds without stumbling along the way. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is how they handle failure. Successful people learn from their mistakes and use them as fuel to keep moving forward. Every failure is a stepping stone to success. So, how do you see failure? If you're avoiding risks because you're afraid of failure, you're also avoiding success. Failure isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's an essential part of growth and learning. The faster you fail, the faster you learn and improve. The best way to implement any of these life-changing habits is to start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. One thing I've learned throughout my journey with Alibaba is that waiting for ideal conditions only leads to missed opportunities. You must take action with what you have, right where you are. Success isn't about waiting for everything to fall into place, it's about making the best of what you have today. Small, consistent actions are key to significant changes over time. You don't need to overhaul your entire life in one day. Start with one habit, whether it's reading for 10 minutes a day, writing your goals, or incorporating a short exercise routine. These small actions might seem insignificant at first, but their impact grows over time. It's like planting seeds. You won't see growth immediately, but one day you'll look back and realize how much has changed. The important thing is not to get stuck in the planning phase. Many people spend so much time perfecting their plans that they never take action. But progress doesn't come from planning, it comes from doing. When I started Alibaba, we didn't have a perfect plan or all the resources we needed, but we took the first step anyway. Action creates momentum, and momentum is what drives success. By starting now, you create a habit of taking initiative. The more you act, the easier it becomes to take the next step. Over time, this builds discipline and resilience, which are essential for long-term success. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Small actions done regularly lead to massive transformations over the long run. So what small step can you take today? Remember, you don't need everything to be perfect to begin. Start with what you have and watch how those small, consistent actions begin to change your life over time. The power lies in starting and starting now. In a world where everyone is focused on the future, we often forget that the only moment we truly have is the present. Learning to live in the now, without being overly concerned about what comes next, is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. The present is where life happens. It's where decisions are made, actions are taken, and growth occurs. The more we anchor ourselves in the present, the more productive and fulfilled we become. The present moment is the only time you can truly control. It's tempting to dwell on past mistakes or worry about future uncertainties, but neither of those things can be changed by focusing on them. What you can control is what you do right now. When you're fully engaged with the present, you make better decisions, take more focused actions, and enjoy life more. It's in the now that real change happens. One of the greatest benefits of living in the present is that it reduces stress and anxiety. We often create unnecessary pressure by constantly thinking about what might happen tomorrow. But when you focus on what you can do today, it simplifies everything. You're no longer overwhelmed by the uncertainty of the future, you're grounded in the action you can take right now. This mindset shift leads to greater peace of mind and clearer thinking. Living in the present also boosts productivity. When you stop worrying about future outcomes and focus on doing your best today, you achieve more. You're able to give your full attention to whatever task is at hand, which naturally leads to better results. It's a powerful way to increase not only your productivity, but also your sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. So how can you make the most of this moment? Start by grounding yourself in the present, whether it's through mindfulness, deep breathing, or simply pausing to appreciate what's around you. Practice being fully present. The more you live in the now, the more you'll realize that the present is where all the real power lies. In this remarkable presentation, Jack delivered a powerful message on habits that can truly transform your life. He captivated the audience by emphasizing the impact of small daily actions and how they lead to profound changes over time. With his signature charisma and light humor, Jack Massachusetts encouraged us not to wait for the perfect moment, but to start with what we have today. He spoke of the undeniable power of reading with purpose, writing to clarify goals, and the importance of surrounding ourselves with the right people. What made this session stand out was Jack Massachusetts' ability to connect on a personal level, sharing stories of failure and persistence that mirrored his own journey with Alibaba. He stressed the importance of consistency, patience, and even the practice of gratitude, key elements in maintaining mental resilience and long-term success. His insights into living in the present rather than obsessing over future outcomes left a lasting impression, reminding us that life unfolds in the now. By the end, the audience was left with a roadmap for personal growth and a reminder that greatness starts with small steps taken today. Jack Massachusetts didn't just inspire, he provided practical wisdom for anyone ready to make a real change. Jack Ma, the visionary behind Alibaba, often emphasizes the power of small habits in achieving success. He firmly believes that profound changes stem from the consistent practice of simple daily actions. Small habits like reading a few pages or meditating for a few minutes may seem insignificant, but as Jack Massachusetts often says, success is built brick by brick. Over time, these choices accumulate, leading to significant, lasting transformations. Jack Massachusetts teaches that consistency is the cornerstone of any achievement. By integrating small, healthy habits like writing or daily reflection, you lay the foundation for substantial personal growth. Much like Jack Massachusetts built one of the world's largest e-commerce empires through a series of well-thought-out decisions, daily habits have the power to shape a life filled with success and purpose. His approach proves that success is not just a product of big leaps, but of small, consistent steps. Looking at Jack Massachusetts' journey, it's clear that his daily decisions, such as continually learning new things, played a crucial role in his success. He teaches us that small, repeated actions can have a tremendous impact over time. Following his lead, one can transform their life in profound ways, just as he did. Jack Massachusetts has often discussed how clear goals shaped his career and personal growth. He believes that having well-defined goals is like having a roadmap for life. Without goals, people can drift aimlessly, as he famously put it, like a ship without a compass. Jack Massachusetts' successes is a testament to the power of specific, actionable goals. Each decision you make aligns with your long-term vision, pushing you closer to success. For Jack Ma, setting goals is not just about dreaming big, but also about breaking them down into actionable steps. By doing so, he made Alibaba a global phenomenon, one milestone at a time. He advises that when you set goals, every action you take becomes intentional, leading to more focused and effective outcomes. Jack Massachusetts also emphasizes that goals give you clarity and purpose. Without them, even the busiest person might feel lost. His career serves as a powerful example of how goals, no matter how ambitious when combined with daily effort, create extraordinary results. Following his guidance, we can understand how clear objectives propel us toward the life we want to build. One of the core principles Jack Massachusetts advocates is the value of consistency. He often says that success is not achieved through sporadic bursts of effort, but through relentless, consistent action. Jack Massachusetts' own journey is a testament to this philosophy. He did not achieve global success overnight, but through years of perseverance, constantly refining his approach and maintaining discipline in every aspect of his business. Jack Massachusetts reminds us that consistency is what transforms a small habit into a lasting change. Whether it's practicing mindfulness or committing to personal development, it's the daily repetition, even on days when motivation is low, that leads to real breakthroughs. He has often compared this to building a foundation brick by brick. Each day's effort adds up over time, creating something solid and enduring. Following Jack Massachusetts' teachings, it becomes evident that consistency builds momentum. It's easy to make an effort once, but real transformation happens when you continue day after day, especially when it's hard. His journey shows that no matter how small the action, if done consistently, it leads to success. Jack Massachusetts is known for his mindset of viewing challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles. Throughout his career, he faced countless rejections and failures, yet he always saw these as opportunities to grow. Jack Massachusetts teaches that challenges are not barriers, but catalysts for personal development. In his own words, the greater the challenge, the greater the challenge, the greater the